Well, hello, my big-hearted nation. My name is Shanita, and I'm back with an encouraging word for you today. So I have a message that I want to deliver, and I want to make sure I take my time with it. So this message may be a little longer than my normal 2 minutes, but here we go. So yesterday I was out here with clients doing the soul-to-soul guidance work, and I had something happen that was so incredibly powerful, so soul-stirring that it stayed with me for the rest of the day. And I went home, and in my prayers I asked God, I was like, why did this touch me so much? Why did this session resonate with me so much? And what I heard in my prayers was, this is a story that can really help people to break through and to really truly understand why self-care is so important, but incredibly critical at a time like this in our humanity. Now, you have always heard people like me and others tell you why self-care is so important. And just like me in the past, I've said, yeah, in a minute I'll do that. I'll take care of that later. I got to get so many other things done, then I'll focus on myself. And then when life hit me and I had to focus on myself, I was like, oh, I get it. Well, let me tell you this. During that session yesterday, this individual, their spirit cried out so much that it overtook me, and I just kept crying. I was weeping during this session, and everything that came out of me was, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And in the moment I didn't understand, and it wasn't for me to understand. That was their message. That was part of their healing work. And as we talked, a lot of that made more sense. To the point, this is the message that I want to share with you all, the collective, my big-hearted nation. The reason, one of the many reasons why self-care work is so important and so critical in our time of humanity right now, is that when you're dealing with these low vibrational energies, you may think you're able to handle it, but guess what? Some of us, sometimes we unknowingly pass this on to people in our lives. So we become disrupted by these lower vibrational energies, and next thing you know, we transfer that same low vibrational energy to other people that are around us. Some of us pass it to our children, some of it passes to our significant others, some of us pass it to our friends, whomever. We have a saying in our culture of, you always hurt the ones you love. And while that's true in many occasions, why? Why? Because I've certainly done it. I'm guilty of it. But why does this continue to be a thing in our culture? Why? When it certainly doesn't have to be. It's so important that we take great care of ourselves. We have to be our number one priority. And another reason, why do we want to pass on these destructive behaviors to our children, to our grandchildren? Why? Why is there such a resistance to taking care of ourselves, to making sure ourselves are top priority in our lives? These are some of the behaviors that we want to model to our kids and to other adults, because basically, quite frankly, this is how we expect people to treat us. I want you to respect me because I'm showing you the template for it in my behavior towards myself. I want to respect you because I see you reflecting that back to me through your behavior. And let me tell you, quite honestly, I've gotten to the age in my life where I don't see you respecting you, I can't be around you. Because it's just a matter of time when you will violate one of my boundaries. We have to get to a point where self-care, self-compassion is a hard, firm boundary and ritual that we practice daily, every day. It's so important, my big heart nation. So very important. And it's so important that that message from yesterday has just stayed with me, because this is something I had to share with my community. You don't want to be the one crying out to whomever in your life and saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Now, don't get me wrong. We have moments like that. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. But when you know that you are not being diligent in ministering and taking care of yourself, this is something that you really need to pay attention and reflect inward about. What is the resistance to that? Because quite frankly, this taking care of yourself, being diligent about that, this is a part of your spiritual defense system. This is how you make sure that all other low vibrational negative energies, they don't rest and make a home inside of you, and that you're not transferring these things to other people in your environment. So Big Hearted Nation, I don't know who this is going to help. I know that it's helped me, because even though I understand this lesson and I practice it, I want to make sure I maintain the wisdom of that in my life. So I don't mind hearing these messages again. But if it's you out there struggling to see the value in taking care of yourself and why that needs to be a priority, please, my love, please listen and please heed this message. Because you don't want to transfer these low vibrational energies to anybody else in your life, especially the people you care about and love. And more importantly, why do you want to hold on to that and allow that in the first place? So you got to make sure you are as good to you as you are to everybody else. And if there is anybody in your life right now that is not respectful, that is not high energy, high vibrational energy, you really need to look into making sure you protect your peace at all costs, by any means necessary, because it's not personal, it's spiritual. All right, everyone, thank you so much for listening to this message. I'm sure it's going to help somebody, and I'm grateful for that. Guess what? I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.